Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl here, Rein, with another installment. I thank you if you're new here for tuning in. If you're not, welcome back. You could be anywhere, but you chose to be here, and I'm truly grateful. Today, I want to talk about something fairly easy, show some new people who are new to the bling game how to do something very simple, how to create an alternative, and do what you do because that's what we do. And of course, how to make a little money doing it, right? What up? I know that you have seen so many beautiful ladies in these plunging necklines and beautiful dresses, and you see those outfits in the store and you think, man, that is super dope. I wish I could wear that. I have been there. There are some things that being a preacher's wife and being a prophet, I just would never wear. And some things I'm just honestly not comfortable showing, but that doesn't mean I don't like the fashion. That doesn't mean I don't want to have my moment in the sun and that I don't want to be sexy for my husband. So I'm often trying to find ways to do things that allow me to wear things that I like, but keep me modest and sexy at the same time. Now, this is not one of those videos telling you what you can and can't wear, because of course you have the right to be free. But I got to be free my way, in a way that makes all of us over here in this territory comfortable. So I found an alternative to a plunging dress that I liked and purchased. And I want to show you how to create this very simple blinged out bra. You can do this with bodices. You can do this with camisoles. You can do this in a lot of ways. And like I said, for those of you who are advanced blingers, this might not be new to you. But for those of you who are new or intermediate, or who are looking simply for an idea of how to wear stuff like this without showing it all off, well, I may have something for you. So tune in, because it's coming up right now. So as I said earlier, this isn't new, all right? This isn't my thing that I just came up with. We have all seen blinged out bras and bralettes and balconettes and under bodices and bodices, et cetera, before. If you haven't, that's okay. You came to the right place. You can see one today. You're a little late to the party, but come on in, catch up. So today's tutorial is a really simple one of how I am just taking the time to bling out a balconette that I have that I need to go under a dress that I'm wearing. But I wanted to show you a couple of pictures because the possibilities are really endless. And even though other people do this, nobody does it like you. Your imagination put to this task can be phenomenal. You can sell these, make a lot of money. I see these going on Etsy for a range in pricing all the time. It's going to be all about your creativity, the crystals you use. We'll get into that. But I just wanted to show you what we're doing today. Because the possibilities are endless, you're really not limited to any one kind of bra. There are a variety out there, ladies. You know that. In fact, you can go get one out of your drawer right now and bling along, slay along, do what you got to do to fancy that bra up. I didn't have one like I needed, so I stopped by Victoria's Secret to pick up a bra that would work for the dress that I am going to wear. So I headed out to my local Victoria's Secret in my local mall to try to go on the hunt for something that would work. And I knew that they would definitely come through for me because I happened to stumble upon these cute little bras right here. Now, it's a little bit different, not something I would normally wear, but it had that straight across feel that I was absolutely looking for. It is nice and soft on the inside, and it has some pretty durable cups. So this was definitely the winner in my book for about $42 total. I went ahead and did a test run on the bra to bling out just one side of it to see how it would last. And guys, it lasted absolutely perfect. The cup is still as durable as I thought it was going to be. It still maintained its stretch, and that is exactly what I needed. It was a little bit thin, so I wasn't quite sure, but this worked out perfectly. So as I'm blinging this, you notice that I'm not blinging out this side. I'm not going to do that. There is a lot of stretch. I don't necessarily need it to go all the way around my body. I just need the cups blinged out. If I were doing this for somebody else who might be actually wearing just the bra and wearing it out in the open, I would definitely bling all of this. All right, so in order to do this, you obviously have to have crystals. These are SS10, which translate to 3 millimeter. All right, this came from a personal vendor, and this is a very expensive bag. It was really full. I have been using this on several projects, and I've had it for over a year. It has lasted. So buying it like this in bulk is great. You might be able to find it if you do some research on crystal vendors. You can also find 3 millimeter AB crystals on Amazon or eBay. You just want to check the quality. Now, if you're looking to do this with Swarovski crystals, you certainly can. That could get really expensive. So your best bet is going to be to become a vendor for Swarovski crystals or use your resale number to buy them. Otherwise, don't be discouraged because there are really good crystals like these. These come from a wedding vendor that are great for projects like this. And you know, it's a $200+ bag, but it's totally worth it. But again, if you're working with a limited budget, you might not want to spend that. Check out Amazon, check out eBay. They do have some good ones. You obviously need a glue. And so for this, I'm going to be using our faithful E6000 just because it's going to work for this project. There are some other glues that work. That's just my glue of choice. And you need some sort of picker that will help you pick up these jewels. I got this at Michael's. It's a little bit dirty. I've had it for years. It's my old faithful, but you just need something with a pointed edge. You can even use a sharpened pencil if you don't have one. And there is the final finished product. Man, that took forever. You really have to have patience to do this, y'all. I'm telling you, to cover a bra like this, you don't think it's a lot of work until you start doing it. And those stones are so tiny that it really does take time. I would say all in all, it probably took me about 4 total hours. And I did keep stopping. So it is what it is. But I really like the way that it came out. Look how beautiful and sparkly. Sparkly. I really like that. Now, this isn't the best bra. I'm telling you, it's not the most cute of the Victoria's Secret line. But hey, it works for what I need it to do. Now, it is a little misshapen because it was sitting on the bed and something fell over on it. But that's okay. Once I put it on, it will remold. So don't at me about that. But look how pretty this is. I really like how this came out. And see, this is the beauty of using really good quality 3 millimeter stones. These are not glass stones. They're not Swarovskis though, but they are costly. But you can see the benefit of using stones like that. Sometimes you guys hit me up on Instagram or you hit me up on Facebook and you're like, mine doesn't look like yours, or what happened? What stones are you using? Because mine seems dull. That is because glass stones sometimes have a foil backing. And the foil, once it starts to disintegrate under the glue, it doesn't have the same sparkle and shine. Now, that does not mean that Amazon and eBay stones don't work, because I have actually had some from them for smaller projects that actually worked really well. And I have found that hot fix rhinestones do work. Those are glass stones, but they do work. And you do not necessarily have to have the hot fix applicator to apply them. I have applied them to many different things with E6000, so it can work. All right. The key is to buy stones that have a quality backing that is not going to sink under the pressure of permanent glue. You don't want it to disintegrate or deteriorate. That's the key. So you kind of have to play around with different quality stones and see what works best for you. And this is why I pay what I pay for these stones, because these are used on wedding veils and wedding dresses. And of course, I get them down in LA. So that's what works for me. And there's a couple of different vendors. Actually, there's several different vendors down there. If you go to LA, if you're in California and you go down to the garment district, it definitely matters. So I wanted you to see how this came out. It is finally finished. And I'll show you the whole look when it's all put together. But I wanted you to see the bra itself. Okay, I promised you a twofer, and a twofer you shall have. I know you're looking at this green clutch like, why is this even on camera right now? Well, it's because I'm about to trick this clutch out. Now, y'all, I went some of everywhere trying to find a good clutch that was big enough, and I had such a hard time. I cannot believe how difficult of a time I had finding a stupid little purse that wasn't too big and wasn't too small. I need to put more in it than my lipstick and my phone. But Ross came through for me, and I got this for $17.99. Let me tell you how good God is, because normally Charming Charlie's is my go-to, and of course they shut down. But Ross came through. The original one I had in my hand was actually this really pretty Pepto-Bismol pink, and I was walking around the store with it, and I was like, I don't really want to mess this up. It's just too cute in pink. I don't want to strip this, paint it, and then bling over it. And the Holy Spirit said, you know what? You go back to that purse section, sis, and you look again. And somebody just happened to have this green one that they were walking around with, decided not to purchase. And you know what? Put it back where it was supposed to go. How often does that happen? So I saw it, grabbed it, had no remorse, because I have no use for green in my closet. So I decided this one I would feel very, very comfortable repurposing. Now, my dress is navy blue, but what I liked about this is it does have a navy blue hint to it, so it blends really, really well. But I'm not going to leave it like this because, like I said, green is just not really my color. Now, if you want to make this a business, you certainly can. You can go to the Goodwill, thrift stores, clean up a clutch. You probably have clutches, purses, and wallets in your closet that you could upscale. It is up to you. Now, I already did one half in the interest of time, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that right now. Pa-pow! And that came out super, super cute. I used that 4mm rhinestone trim. And see, this is why I like using trims in those smaller sizes, because they just fit together so perfectly. They make things look really, really, really neat and clean and sophisticated. Now, you can find clutches that are already kind of designed like this, maybe not with rhinestone trim all over it, but definitely in this glittery kind of silvery color. I just couldn't find one. So I was mad, and I knew that I was just going to have to repurpose one. So that's what I'm doing with this. And I'm going to go ahead and stop talking and show you what I'm doing to cover this for the newbies out there. Believe me, if you've never done this before, this is super, super, super easy. The main thing you want to do is start out by running the rhinestone trim along the side angles of the purse first, and then you want to take the rhinestone trim and do exactly as you see me doing here. I'm laying out that glue, I'm measuring out the trim, and then I'm just laying it against the glue and cutting it. That is simply it. This should take you about 30 minutes start to finish, at least for one side. So it just depends on how good you are. You don't have to worry about being super neat because you're going to cover that. I'm not going to cover the bottom or the sides because it really does blend with the dress, and I don't want to waste a lot of trim. I use this trim for a lot of things, so this was a situation where conservation was my friend. But again, this is super, super, super easy, and when you're done, it comes out absolutely fabulous. See, isn't it pretty? It's really pretty. I really like the way that this came out. The sparkle on this is absolutely amazing, but I really wanted to conserve trim. So I did not do the sides or the bottom. I just didn't want to waste it. I think it looks good the way it is. And it just happens to blend with the dress, which is perfect. I could not leave out my feet, y'all. So I took my clear shoes and I decided to run some rhinestone trim along the back seam and the side seams because I needed a whole complete outfit. What? And there is the finished look. Va, 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 voom. I was not actually expecting the bra to be quite as push-up. I promise it was not a push-up when we started out. So that is the trade-off of blinging this thing out. There it is a little bit closer, but it was just enough coverage. And there is the entire outfit. And there is also the purse that I created and my beautiful hubby and I. So I really hope that you found this tutorial fun. This might be something you can totally get into. You can make it a business for yourself. As always, I tell you, the work of our hands are blessed. I hope you were inspired to not give up on finding those creative ways to wear those sexy dresses. Because I can tell you my husband was definitely a beautiful recipient of that gift on Valentine's Day. The night is, well, the rest is history. I love you guys for being so faithful to me. Forgive me, my voice sounds like I've been a chain smoker for years. I'm a little bit hoarse today, but I promised this tutorial would be up. Until next time, guys, I'll be back with a quick wedding vlog very soon. I love you. The work of our hands are blessed, and I'll see you next time.